Well, astronomy is a very important field of science because apart from being the oldest science, people started to observe and to wonder celestial objects in the sky for a very long time. And nowadays, I think we all realize that when you study science, the Earth is a very special case, and it is very important to learn the science of the universe in order to understand the whole thing. Actually, astronomy is not far away from us like most people would have thought. Astronomy is very close to us. We are related to whatever happened in the universe, and even our calendar and our daily life actually connected closely with astronomy more than you people would have thought.
Well, I am an astronomer. Astronomy is my profession, and I selected it because I'm passionate about it. It's an activity that I like to perform. I like to do research in astronomy, and I'm very interested in having more astronomy being developed around the world. So to have more astronomers and more facilities for astronomy.
But astronomy is one area that also fascinated me since my very early years. And although I didn't kind of move into the astronomy field or science field, I still feel that I can also make some contribution by understanding the universe through astronomy. It's a very familiar area for many one. And also because astronomy brings physics and math and chemistry together, I mean the potentials are large.
Well, first of all, for STEM education, astronomy is a very good tool to attract younger generations into science and technology. I think that the earlier the better. And with astronomy, whenever young children see celestial objects like planets, the moon, and stars through telescopes, even with naked eye, that kind of thing inspires the children very much, and that's why astronomy is very good to attract young generations into being STEM workforce. Well, NARIT is a very young organization compared to the other institutions in the developed countries. We only 8.5 years. But so far, we've been working hard by creating a lot of infrastructure, getting very good support from the Thai government so far.
Well, thank you for the invitation, first of all. It's really been a great pleasure to be able to attend parts of the seminar, which I found really inspiring, and you can really feel that the audience, I think, has been very inspired by the discussions and inspired by sharing the information that the experts from many different parts of the world have come together to share. I think that's really the best what you can do in the field of education, that you share your experiences, that you share your best practices, instead of sort of education institutions only competing against each other, which one is best and so forth. I think it's so important to collaborate and to share that information. And it's fantastic that the institute will be now here or has been established in Thailand, and I'm very much looking forward to visiting. So that it's fun, that it's enjoyable, that it's something that the students would in any way enjoy doing. If somebody is only telling a student something, that's not the way to really learn. You have to teach in a proper way, and you have to involve the students, and that's when you learn.
On behalf of the Thai National Commission for UNESCO, I would like to congratulate for the establishment of the International Training Center in Astronomy of Thailand, which was approved in the 38th of UNESCO General Conference as part of the national effort to promote science and technology in Thailand. The Thai National Commission for UNESCO put every effort into cooperating and working closely with the Ministry of Education and UNESCO. The Thai National Commission for UNESCO wishes also to congratulate the Ministry of Science and Technology and UNESCO to ensure that the International Training Center will come into force and bring great benefits to the global community driven by astronomy and its related science.
Well, I think science is really the basis of sustainable development. It is really the ground to make sure that all our young people understand how they can contribute to sustainable development of this world. It is also an area where the basic foundations of knowledge on our environment, as well as driving the technical innovations in our society, can be developed, and which will also contribute to solving certain acute environmental, economical, or social challenges that faces humanity to be addressed today. We currently have 49 Category 2 centers and institutes in the natural science sector of UNESCO, and ITCA is actually the first Category 2 center that focuses on astronomy education. We really appreciate the efforts and supports made by the Thai government and also Ministry of Education, Science and Technology and NARIT to make this possible together with us. So for UNESCO, we are promoting education that is inclusive, equitable, and also promotes solidarity and peace.
The International Astronomical Union is very, very interested in having astronomy being strengthened throughout the world. So International Astronomical Union is very, very happy and very interested in having this international center being developed here, being established here, and we hope to have, as time goes by, I'm sure we will have a lot of collaboration between both organizations. I think it's a wonderful idea to have the International Training Center for Astronomy in Thailand. I think this UNESCO partnership in Thailand can bring forth many very important results in helping, especially I understand that it's geared towards the emerging countries, and so I think it will help them develop their own astronomy and to train the astronomers, and that will allow them to go back home and work in more astronomy for their country, and that will help the development of their own countries.
Astronomy's role is to push the limits of human knowledge and human ability. If we want to develop whichever of these diverse societies we want to develop, there's one thing in common, is that we want to get better. We want to make life better. We want to make our environment better. And astronomy pushes us as human beings. If we look at these tiny dots of light in the sky and try to figure out what's going on there, what is that object, then we need to stretch our minds as far as it can possibly go. Modern astronomy stretches our technological capacity in building big telescopes to try to catch the light from those tiny objects in space. So having an international training center here is very significant because it provides a space to pull together this global community, pull together those global resources that are available that relate to this field, and to coordinate it in an organized way so that it benefits the world as a whole.
Well, astronomy is a very fascinating subject. You can see astronomy is around us everywhere. Everything is around us actually is about astronomy. So people learn astronomy when we have human beings. Since we have human beings, people go outside and look at the stars to figure out how to plant, figure out what time they should wear more clothes. And it's actually, our civilizations start with astronomy. And when our civilizations evolve and when we develop our knowledge, actually astronomy is also part of that. We usually talk about astronomy, you will think about people looking at the stars, they have to have a good eyesight. But indeed, astronomy is not only about looking at a telescope. Everyone in the world actually has
opportunity to experience the universe. So therefore nowadays many astronomers, many communicators are talking about universal designs. They are thinking about how to make astronomy universally accessible to different people. So therefore they are making different models, 3D tactiles, to make astronomy as inclusive as possible.
To make astronomy accessible to the whole world would be extremely difficult, maybe impossible for NARIT to do so. But Thailand is a very good example of what we should do and also what we should collaborate among countries. Here in Thailand, the Ministry of Education started to include astronomy into the national curriculum in the year 2000. And we have taught the kids for 17 years now astronomy. And we use astronomy to attract younger generations into science and technology. I think this is a very good example that maybe other countries can follow. And I think we are now ready to host this center and to help spread and foster development using astronomy not only in the Southeast Asia, and we aim to do this together with other countries in the other continents as well. I think we're quite confident that we can help developing this center into a world-class one.